Hello friends, in this video I am going to show you how to extract NSSO data. This video will show you step-by-step procedure to extract NSSO data of all the levels. For this step-by-step extraction video, I am going to use NSSO 71st round. You can use any other round, the process is almost the same. I request you all to extract along with the video so that you can successfully extract the video. Also, I would urge you to watch this video on a laptop because at times certain commands may become small to be readable on the phone. This video will only deal with extracting the data. In the upcoming videos, I will show you how to merge the data, attach weights to the data, generate new variables for analysis, how to cross-check the accuracy of your data by comparing it with the NSSO reports, explaining the different files in the dataset, some of the most important commands and procedures in Stata and Excel for data extraction, how to get NSSO data for free, how to get Stata for free, showing extraction and merging of other NSSO rounds and other datasets. To extract NSSO data, you primarily require three files in the NSSO data file. First, the raw data files. Second, data layout from supporting documents. And third, README file for checking that number of observations that we have extracted and whether they are correct or not. So let's open the data file. So as you can see, I have stored my data on the desktop. So this is the NSS 71st round. So as I open it, we can see that there are three folders and three files in it. So first is the data. So let's open it. So you can see there are 6 text files. So each of these text files correspond to each of the level of data. So R71 is the round 71 of the NSS and 01 is the layout number. So here we have the raw data files. Second, we need the data layout. So as we have seen that we can find the data layout from supporting documents. So if we open here, we have the supporting documents, we'll open it. So you can, as we scroll down, you can see there is data lay 71. So this is the data layout file. So if we open it, you can see text data layout for schedule 25.2 NSS 71st round. So you can see that sorry, these contain the different levels of data. So this is level 1, here we have level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 and level 6. So we have 6 levels and in the raw data we had 6 files. So each level corresponds to each level of raw data. And third, we required the readme file. So you can see here at the bottom in the data file we have the readme file. So we can open it. So here we have the readme file. So you can see that from the first level of data we should get 65,926 records. So if we correctly and successfully extract the first round of data, we should get 65,926 observations or records. Similarly, if we extract the third level of data, then we should get 3,10,827. So let's start with the extraction process. So we have located all the three files. Now let's start with extraction. So steps involved in extracting the data. So first we have to prepare the data layout Excel file using this particular formula. So we'll go to the layout file. So here we have the layout file. Now before starting anything we have to give name. So why it is necessary, you will understand as we go along. So we will write name, and for the first level of data we are going to name it A1 and we are going to simply drag it for the first level data. So for first level we are using A, and for each serial number we are using 1 2 3 4. So we have A1 to A37. Similarly for second level we are going to use B1, and now we are going to drag it for the second level. Similarly for third level we are going to use C1. Now again we will drag it. For fourth level we are going to use D1. Again we are going to drag it. For fifth level we are going to use E1. Again we can drag it. Then for the sixth level we are going to use F1, and again we are going to drag it. Now you can choose any other connotation, you can use capital letters, it doesn't matter, you will get the same result, but for the sake of simplicity and convenience we use this particular method. Now we have to apply this particular formula, so let's slightly minimize it and also minimize it. Now we have to apply this formula here. So we will write equal to, now concatenate, so C-O-N-C, so you can see we got the concatenate, so we are going to double click here. Now we have to put quotation mark, str for string, close the quotation mark, then we have to put a comma. Now we have to put length, so as you can see here we have the length. So for item center round it is of 3 lengths, so we are going to click here, so it will take length, then again comma. Now we have to put a space in between, so to put a space we use quotation mark, then press space bar for space and then close the quotation mark, again comma. Now we have to put name, so we will put name, and this is the reason why we created this thing, because we will require this in the Excel, in this data, sorry. So we have put the name, comma. Now we need to again put a space, so again quotation mark, space bar, quotation mark closed, comma. After this we need percentage, so quotation mark, percentage, quotation mark closed, comma. After this we need length, so here is the length, comma. Now we have to put S, so quotation mark S, quotation mark closed, comma. Now we have to again put a space in between, so quotation mark, space bar, quotation mark close and then comma. Now we have to put the item, this name of the file, so we have to put quotation mark 4 times, 1 2 3 4, comma, item, again comma, and quotation time close for 4 times, 1 2 3 4, and we have to close the bracket, so close the bracket, and now we will press enter. So you can see that by using this particular formula we could use different items of the layout in one particular cell. So we have used this particular formula. Now we have to do this for each level, for this entire level, and for all the levels. So we are going to simply drag it till the bottom, and it is automatically going to apply the formula to all the cells. Now as you can see that while dragging we have unnecessarily made these unnecessarily use this formula, so we are going to simply delete it. If we want, we can get away without deleting it, because it is not going to change the results. So we have created the layout. Now so after creating layout we have to, again after creating layout we have to create the dictionary file in Stata. So to create dictionary file in Stata we are going to use Stata, open Stata. Now I'm using Stata 15, but this will work on any other Stata levels like 13, 12, etc. If you want we can show you a video how to get Stata, higher level Stata for free. Please write in the comment section that we want to see a video on how to get Stata for free, and we will make a video in the future. Now we'll open the do file editor. So this is the option for the do file editor, so we are going to open it. Now our do file editor, here we have to write dictionary using dictionary using, and we have to specify the raw data path. So as this is our data, so here is the data. Now we have to specify the path of the first level of data. So there are a couple of ways to do it. One of the ways is to just right click on it, go to properties, and you can see location. You can copy this entire thing, copy and paste it in do file editor. So I'm going to paste it here. Oh, sorry. What happened? So dictionary using, this is the file, but what has happened is that we haven't written the name of the file. As you can see here, that we have only written the path, the name of the file R7125-2L01. We haven't written this, so we will again go to properties, and you can see that the name is written here. So we are again going to copy it, and we are going to paste it in the do file editor. We have pasted it, and we are going to put this into quotation marks. Another way and easier way to get the file path is, we will delete this for the time being, is to go to the file, we will close this properties page. Now what we can do is press and hold shift and then right click on it. So when we right click on it, we get copy as path. So we are going to copy it. Now we are again going back to our do file editor, and we are going to paste it here, and you can see that entire thing has been copied, and we do not need to go back to the properties and copy the name of the file. This has the file path as well as the file name. So now we are going to press enter, put a curly bracket, and now we are going to go to the Excel file where we have created the layout, and we are going to copy the first level layout. So copy, and we are going to the do file editor, and we are going to paste it here. So what we can see here that for extracting the first level of data, we are using the first level raw data and the first level layout, and so we have copied this. Now we are going to close the curly bracket, and now we'll have to save it. Now to save it, we are going to go in file, save as. Now we can save it anywhere we want, but for convenience we are going to save it in the NSSO 71st round data. So we are here. Now we are going to create a new folder. We are going to call it dictionary, enter. Now the thing is that we have to make sure is that we save it as a dictionary file. To save it as a dictionary file, we are going to go here, save as type, and we are going to select dictionary.dct. So we have selected as a dictionary, and for convenience we are going to write this as level_1. So this is level 1 dictionary file. So we are now going to save it. This is saved. We can go back to our data file and we can check. So you can see that our level 1 dictionary file has been created. So we are going to minimize it, and since it has been saved, we can now close it. Now to extract the data, we are going to write in file using, and now we have to specify the path of the dictionary file. So as you can see, we have saved the dictionary file here. So what we are going to do is shift hold. We are going to shift and hold, press shift and hold it, and then go to copy as path. We'll copy it and then go to stata, and we are going to press paste, and then we are going to press enter. And as you can see that our data has been successfully extracted. So you can see that we have 65,926 observations, and if we go to the readme file, you can see that for the first round of data we should get 65,926. So you can see that we have successfully extracted the first level data. Now to see the data, we are going to type command br. It stands for browse, and when we press enter, we can see that here we have the data, entire data we have just extracted. So we are going to close it. You can also use browse command in a different way. For example, if you just want to see the district and the round, So we can select as many as we want, and when we press enter, it will only show these two particular labels, the round and the district. Now we can close it. Now as we have extracted the data, now we have to save the data. Now to save the data, we are again going back to save as. Now we have our data is on the desktop. We are going to open it, and now we are going to again create a new folder calling extracted data. We are going to open it, and we are going to name it as level_1. So, and we have to save it as DTA data file. So level 1 data file, and we are going to save it. So you can see our file has been successfully saved. Now we can close it, and if we go to extracted data, you can see that level 1 extracted data is over here. If we double click open it, you can see that our data and all the extracted data is over here. Now we can close it. Similarly, to extract the second level of data, we are again going to open Stata do file editor. In do file editor, we are going to write dictionary using, and we have to now specify the path of the second level of raw data. So here we have our data. Now we have to copy the path of the second level. So we are going to press and hold shift, right click on it, and then go to copy as path. We have copied the path. Now we are we'll go back to do file editor. We are going to paste the path. We have pasted the path. We are going to press enter, put a curly bracket. Now go to data layout, and for second layout second level, we are going to copy this. Now we have to be careful that our data corresponds to only this much of layout, so we do not need to copy these things as we deleted it over here. So we need to be slightly careful, otherwise we can always delete this. So we need only this much, so we are going to copy it. We are going to paste it here, and we are going to close the curly bracket. Now we have to save this dictionary file. To save the dictionary file, we are again going back to save as. Now we will go back to dictionary folder, select as dictionary, then level_2, save. So you can see, to extract second level data, we have used the second level raw data and the layout for the second level of formula. So now as we have saved it, we will close it. Now we will go to Stata once again, and here we are going to write in file to extract the data, in file using, and now we have to specify the path of the second dictionary or level 2 dictionary file. So we are going to open our dictionary folder. Here is the dictionary folder. Now press and hold shift, right click, copy as path, go to Stata, paste it, and press enter, and you can see that we have extracted the second level of data. Now again we have 65,926 observations, and if we go to readme file, you can see that for second level of data we have 65,926 observations. So that means we have correctly extracted the second level data. Now again we have to save it. So to save it, we are going to file, save as. We are going to go in the extracted data folder. We are going to write level_2. You can choose any other name according to your convenience, but for me this works well, so I use this particular methodology. So level 2, and now I'm going to save it. And you can see, if we go to our extracted data folder, you can see that our second level data is extracted, and you can see now we can browse also our data. So BR, and you can see that our data has been is successfully and correctly extracted. Now we will again use the same method to extract the third data. Now see, as you can see that I'm continuing in the same data file. So to extract new data, I have to first remove the existing data. So that for that the command is clear, and this will clear all the existing data. Now to extract the third data, again we have to repeat the same step, that go to do file editor, then using, and we have to specify the path of the third level of raw data. So here is our raw data, this is the third level. So to get the file path, hold shift, then right click on it, and we will copy as path, and we are going to paste it in the do file editor. So we will paste it here, press enter, put curly bracket, and use the third layout. So here is our level 3 layout. So these things are not necessary, so I'm going to just delete it. Here also these things are unnecessary, so I'm going to delete it. Now we need these, so I'm going to copy all of them, copy, I'm going to do file editor, I'm going to paste it and close the curly bracket. So I have for third level of data, we are using the third level raw file and the third level layout. Now we have to save this as dictionary file. So save as, go to our dictionary folder, change it to DCT, and then level underscore 3, and we are going to save it. Since our dictionary file is saved, we can close it. Now we will come back to Stata again, and then we'll write in file using, and now we have to specify the path of the dictionary file. So here is our dictionary file, we will press and hold shift, then copy as path, go to command, and we are going to paste the file path and going to press enter, and you can see that our third level data is extracted. Now we have 3,10,827 observations, and if we go to readme file, we have 3,10,827. So this means that we have correctly and successfully extracted the third level of data. So now we have to save this. So we are going to go to save file, save as, go to extracted data folder, level underscore 3, save, and our third level data is successfully saved. You can see that our level 3 data is saved. Now we can browse the data to see that yes, everything is extracted. So you can see that all our data has been third level data has been extracted. Now if we want to extract the fourth level data, so before doing that we will have to clear the existing data. So we will write the command clear, enter, and all the data has been removed. Now again for fourth level we have to again create the do file editor dictionary file. So to create the dictionary file, we are going to go back to do file editor, new do file editor, then we will write dictionary using, and we have to specify the file of the fourth level raw data. So here is our raw data, this is our fourth level. So I'm going to press and hold shift and then right click on it, copy as path, and then I'm going to paste it in the do file editor. So paste. Now I'll press enter, put a curly bracket, go to the Excel file and copy the layout for the fourth level. So only this much is required, so we are only copying this much. I'll copy it, go to do file editor, paste it, close the curly bracket, and now I will save this as a dictionary file. So I'll go to file, save as, dictionary folder, change it to DCT for dictionary, level underscore 4 and we are going to save it. Now we can close it. Now again opens data and in file using, and now we have to specify the path of the dictionary file. So we are going to open our dictionary folder. Here it is. We are going to press and hold shift, right click on it, and this will give us copy as path. Now we will go back to Stata. We will paste the file path here and going to press enter, and you can see that our fourth level has been extracted and we have 93,513 observations. Now we can cross check it with the readme file that for fourth level we should get 93,513, and here also we have 93,513. So we have successfully extracted the fourth level of data. Now we will again go to file and save as. So we are going to go to extracted data folder, level underscore 4, and we will save it. So our fourth level data is extracted. We can just cross check it. As you can see that level 4 data is extracted. We can open it, we can browse it, that yes, our data has been successfully extracted. Now we are going to close it. So now to extract the fifth level of data, we will have to first remove the existing data. So clear, so I can write clear and press enter. Or another method is that since I have used the command previously, so I can simply click here, the command will show here, and I'm going to press enter and the data has been removed. Now to extract the fifth level of data, again we are going to open the new file editor to create the dictionary file. Now dictionary using, specify the path of the fourth level raw data, fifth level raw data, as we have extracted 4 levels. Yes, so for fifth level we will press and hold shift and right click on it, then copy as path. We are going to paste it in the do file editor, press enter, curly bracket. Now write the layout. So for the fifth level, since we don't need this, I'm going to simply remove it. So here is the level 5. I'm going to copy this entire thing and paste it in copy. Now I'm going to paste it in the do file editor. So paste, close the curly bracket, and now we have to save it as dictionary file. So save as, go to dictionary folder, save as dct level underscore 5 and save. Now we can close it. Now in file using, and now we have to specify the path of the dictionary file. So here is our dictionary folder. This press and hold shift key, then right click on it, copy as path and paste it here and press enter, and you can see that we have extracted the fifth level of data and we have 93,513 observations. Now we can cross check with the readme file, 93,513. So that means we have correctly extracted the data. Now we have to save it. So we'll go to file, save as, go to the extracted data folder and save as level underscore 5, and it is in DTF format. So we will save it. So we have successfully extracted 5 out of the 6 raw data sets. Now to extract the last data, we will have to first remove this data. Before that, I'll show you just the data. So browse, BR for browse, enter, and you can see that we have the data here. I'm going to close it. Now to clear, I can either write clear over here and press enter, or I can simply press here. I will get the command and then enter, and the fifth level data is removed. Now again to extract the sixth level data, we will have to create a dictionary file. To create the dictionary file, I am going to open do file editor, write dictionary using now I have to give the file path of the 6th level of raw data. So here is our raw data in the txt format. I'm going to press and hold shift key, right click on it, copy as path, go to do file editor, paste it here, press enter, curly bracket, copy the layout of the 6th level. So here is our 6th level. I will copy it, paste it here, close the curly bracket, and now I have to save this as a dictionary file. So files, I'll save it as dct. This is our 6th level. First I have to check the folder. So dictionary, now level underscore 6, and save. We have saved this. Now we can close it. Now we have to write in file using, and now I have to specify the path of the dictionary for the 6th level. So I'll open the dictionary folder, go to 6th dictionary file, press and hold shift key, right click on it, copy as path, then go to data. I'll paste it here and press enter. Dictionary. Let's check. There is some error. I'll just check this. Oh, we have written the spelling wrong. dictionar5 dictionary using. Now we will save it, we will close it, and now we will use the same formula. We can same command and press enter, and we have successfully extracted the 6th level of data. So if you find certain errors, no need to get worried. There must be some kind of spelling mistake that usually happens, so no need to worry. Now we have extracted 51,657 data observations. So we will cross check it with the readme file. You can see 51,657. So that means we have successfully and correctly extracted the 6th level of data. So now we will save the data. So we will go to file, save as, go to NSSO, extracted data, and save it as level underscore 6 and save. So our 6th level data is saved. So we can just cross check it here that yes, we have successfully extracted the 6th level data. Now we can browse to see what are inside our data. So you can see that our data is here. So we have successfully extracted the entire 71st round data. So it had 6 rounds, it had 6 levels of raw data, and we have completed that. So you can see that it is not a difficult process to extract the NSSO data. It is just that it hasn't been explained properly. So I think this should be useful for you, useful tool in extracting the data. So in the upcoming videos I will show you how to merge the data, attach weights to the data so that you can work with the data, and how to do different things with it so that you can easily conduct your research. So I think this video was helpful for you. I would request all of you to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you find our content useful for yourself, for your research. And please do write in the comment section what changes you want to see in our videos, or what topics we need to cover in the upcoming videos. So thank you again for watching our video. Thank you so much.